Hello folks, this is Dave. This is my pickups for the month of April, which was started by going to Strongsville. So I'm doing part 2 of my Strongsville pickups here, and then I will get into other cards that I collected at shops and eBay and so forth. So up along the top here, of course, I showed all these mantles that I got, and that was my main focus of targeting all those cards during the month. So I'm not going to go over those. You can see those. I'll leave them in the picture here. So let me show you what I got. This is a 1961 Fleer Greats, Nap Lajoie. I have 2 cards left to go there, Ty Cobb, and I'm forgetting off the top of my head, but 2 cards left in that set, and I'll have it done. Hopefully get that done here next month or so. These are Pilots cards, and these are actually O-Pee-Chee. So I collect all Pilots things, and I realized there was O-Pee-Chee out there, so I got 6970 starting those, and there's a few more to go to get all the Pilots cards, and I'll do that. This is the 1961 Topps football cards. As I've mentioned before, I collected these as a boy, and to my knowledge, they just had the NFL stars. And so for the first half of the set was NFL stars, and this is football highlights, 61 Jim Brown. And I've got all the first half, and then little to my knowledge, they had AFL cards. So I picked up a whole stack of those. There's Babe Parilli and Billy Lott, Art Powell, Sid Youngelman. Some of you may know, but a whole pile of these guys of my AFL stars. So I am working my way through those. I didn't carry those in my card shops or my drugstore when I was a boy, so I'm picking them up now. I collect Richie Allen cards. I don't collect very many Hall of Famers, but Richie Allen I collect, and so here are some Richie Allen cards. Maybe I shouldn't call him Richie. I don't think he'd like to be called Richie. Dick Allen. So these are some toward my Dick Allen run. I collect Dale Murphy as well. Not a Hall of Famer, and maybe someday he will be. Super nice guy. But here are cards I got for Dale Murphy. Working through those. 1958 Topps. It's a really nice looking Jim Gilliam. I have that one already, but I also do his player run as well, so this may fit into the player run. And Sam Jones, one of the first black major leaguers, 20-game winner. Clem Labine and Don Newcomb, also 20-game winner, and Warren Spahn, multiple 20-game winner. That's the 58 Topps, 59 Topps, filling in those. These are boyhood sets. And so I'm filling in those. And then the All-Stars are at the end of the set, and I got a Casey Stengel there. 62, I am recreating that, and I am close to being done. For all these, I'll put how many cards I have left to go in it. Somebody said, you should do that in your video so we know how you're doing. So these are cards I got at the Strongsville show as well. That's the most expensive card I bought for that set at Strongsville. Bob Gibson, really a nice looking card in my mind. It's a little off center, but corners are great, and I'm not a super centering guy. And then other than that, high number cards, and the rookie cards are high number cards. And the most expensive one of that is, of course, the Bob Uecker rookie that I don't have yet. And then I got some miscellaneous cards. I saw this Larry Doby for $4, and I wouldn't pass that up. I didn't have it, so part of my Negro League set and bridge players, and as well Dave Pope. And then Billy Shantz, Bobby Shantz's brother, so I do brother sets, so that's cool. Vern Stevens, I'm doing a run of Vern Stevens cards. And then just miscellaneous ones here. Bobby Shantz there, that goes with Billy Shantz. Earl Torgeson, he was born about 10 miles from where I live right now. A good player, played for many years. Thurman Munson, love this card. I don't have any of his, so I picked that one up, and some Supersonics. I picked up this Richie Ashburn card from eBay. It's an Exhibit 1980 edition, so it's not one of the older ones, but didn't have it, so added to my Richie Ashburn player run. Also went to my local LCS and picked up some more 1961 Topps AFL edition Topps. So players that most of us never heard of or don't recall. Al Darrow, recall that name. Quarterback for the New York Titans / Jets. Christie, I remember that name, for the Raiders. And also, my LCS has a whole bunch of 3,000 count boxes with various cards, and he has the Mariners all separated out into a few boxes. So I got this 2011 pitching leaders from 2010 with Felix on it. I think he charged me $1 for that one because it has Felix on it. And also got some Jay Buhner cards. We always pick up Jay Buhner cards. And some John Olerud cards. Very good player, very good defensive player, as well as won a batting crown one year. Very good all-around player. Actually pitched in college, two-way player. Ohtani before Ohtani. Eric Bedard and Hall of Famer Adrian Beltre both played with the Mariners briefly. Chris Snelling, a highly talented player from Australia, and just got hurt so much he just never could stay in uniform. Russ Davis, I don't know. Kind of got these for a little bit of a joke for my son who collects cards. We were kind of Russ Davis fans back in the day. Daniel Vogelbach, currently, I believe, coach with the Milwaukee Brewers. Former Mariner All-Star. Jack Wilson was a very good player for the Pirates. Loved watching his replays on Sports Center. And his son, Jacob Wilson, with the A's. Some Mariner managers. And finally, let me tell you about these cards, why I picked these up. Brief story. When my sons were teenagers, one day we were out doing something and I stopped by the office, and there's a little AM/PM gas station mini market down at the corner. And I don't know, we stopped in there, and here was this guy sitting behind a card table in front of the store with a poster board that a fifth grader would use for a project at school. It looked like a fifth grader scrawled the name across the front, Tino Martinez. And there Tino was, sitting behind a card table on a Saturday morning, signing autographs, and nobody was there. We didn't even know he was going to be there. People walking by him, paying for the gas inside and so forth, and he just sort of oblivious there. Nobody even knew who the guy was. I think it was his rookie year with the Mariners. And we went to a card store up the hill and picked up some Tino Martinez cards, any we could find, and had him sign those. My sons still have those cards. I believe that day, if I'm remembering right, and at least in my mind it says, he actually played a game that night and hit a home run, maybe two. Anyway, fast forward to a couple of weeks ago, I went to my last major league stadium that I needed to pick off for my list, and Yankee Stadium. We went early to go to Monument Park, and walking through the monuments for Ruth and Gehrig and Mantle and so forth. And there on the wall was a bronze plaque for Tino Martinez. Kind of blew us away. I was there with my son, and we had seen him go from sitting behind a card table at an AM PM in Bellevue, Washington, to having a plaque in Monument Park at Yankee Stadium. Awesome. Way to go, Tino. Finally, that story aside, sorry about that, I bought these cards. Are they focusing or not? I can't tell. World Baseball Classic. So Judge, Cal, gotta have Cal, Kyle Schwarber, Bobby Witt Jr., Gunnar Henderson, Clayton Kershaw, Paul Skeens, Pete Crow Armstrong, Byron Buxton. I think this is a hit at Tarek Skubal, shiny card, and there's base card in that set, Bryce Harper, Roman Anthony. That's it for the month. Thanks for watching.